sound like you're eating.
I know. That's weird, huh? And I'm not.
All right.
That was earlier.
Oh, hey everybody! This is Thursday night, which means another Docking Bay 94. I am Shawn Obi-Shawn Crosby.
This is Jeff Soul and Donoho.
I'm Colleen Kaylee Crosby.
And unusually tonight, because we have been planning in the wings, we are all in studio.
Yay!
Oh,
Same room.
except me. My camera is now not on.
Oh no!
Of course. I had everything set up. Everything was working just fine. And
then suddenly,
right now, whatever reason, it's not working at all. Oh well, I guess I'll have to fix that. You guys can do
Eric
whatever.
is here early. He must have had dinner early tonight.
Goodness.
I will tell everybody that
goodness.
you are listening to sci-fi.radio, where you can hear Docking Bay 94 every week at this time. You are maybe watching us on Facebook or on YouTube or on Twitch. All of those are very cool.
Yeah.
And I will see what I can do about getting my camera working.
Yay!
Hey to Talon Thorne.
Hey.
And after Shawn gets his camera working, he should look at Facebook. Because it too is not working.
Is it?
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, yeah, that's an old one, I see.
It didn't work last week.
Super
I mean,
weird.
it shouldn't show an old show.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not seeing anything. I'm seeing a post that Shawn did 2 days ago.
No, it says an error occurred again. You can watch it over on the Docking Bay 94 page. You can watch it. I don't know why it doesn't work on my page
I don't know.
anymore. And
If it's showing up there.
it didn't last week, which was really weird.
It doesn't look like it's playing on Docking Bay 94 page either.
Oh, it says it is.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, I'm only as good as the information that I get, and we broadcast through Restream, and I don't see anything.
Huh.
The frustrating thing is I check all of this stuff, of course, before we go on the air. So a couple of hours ago, everything worked just fine.
Yeah.
And now, it isn't. It's exhausting.
What the heck?
When our stuff does not work. So
It is a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I can see that one.
and then
I
of
can see
course
that
it's
one.
a lack of information because it says an error occurred. Please try again later.
Yeah.
I'm trying again a week later, and it worked earlier today. So just don't.
Bizarre.
know.
Oh, yeah. On the Docking Bay 94 page, it is showing that 3 minutes ago we started the show from last week.
Okay.
I think.
Looking at the wrong
It
thing,
should
maybe?
not.
I can't actually
There
tell.
we go. Let me go to there. Over there,
It
maybe?
should not.
No?
Oh, no,
There
it
we
is.
go.
It's
Okay, right here.
it's working.
All
Sorry, the description threw me.
That's fine.
Yep,
And
I see
hey
it.
to
There
Ellen
it is.
Clutch.
Yeah, the description is not much different than last week's. It's
see it. There it
minorly
is.
different just because we're still sort of talking about vacation.
There we go. Now I
It-
can see it.
And
It said that Shawn and Colleen were back from the Philippines, and I'm like, we've been back from the Philippines.
yeah, but we slid into our chairs at the very last minute because
Right.
we had to eat.
Hello to the Lady A 1066. Shawn's camera is not working yet, so you won't see him yet, but he is here.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's just black for right now.
It's just
He's
bizarre.
working on it. Let us do a quick this week update, and then we'll talk about
There we go.
when we went to China. Jeff, MRI results.
Yeah. I don't really have much else. I have to think about it because it's like a week of not a whole lot of anything. Oops. It was I finally found out what it was. It was a matter of getting into my own chart because they never called me, and if they did, they didn't leave a message or anything. So I had to go into my online account and find it, or create an online account because I didn't have it yet to find it. And they found nothing unusual at all. So,
Weird.
but it was mainly to check if what was causing my left ear not to regain hearing as quickly as my right ear. And the thing that happened was between the time that we scheduled to have an appointment to go there and the time I got there, my left ear was returning to normal.
Wow.
Like it wasn't like it didn't have tinnitus all the time in it, and my hearing was returning to regular. And by the time I got there, it was like it was fine. But then they still had to do the MRI, and they literally found nothing. Everything is normal.
Wacky.
Huh, well, that's good. Good news.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Yeah. So that's it.
Normal is good.
Yeah.
That was Jeff's week.
Yeah, that was it. If I think of anything else, I'll bring it up. But I'm not really.
I mean,
Don't have a whole
technically, my week was, it was a week of, I can't sleep. Oh God, I overslept.
Yeah.
That was my entire week. Although we also went to Gallifrey.
Okay.
Right. So, Gallifrey 1 is the Doctor Who science fiction convention that's been going on for like 36 years. I think this was the 36th one.
Quite a while.
And they're always kind of fun. But this time, I don't know. We were there, but we were tired, which didn't help. And our sort of like celebrity encounters were low
Bummer.
this year. Which
Did
was
you have a celebrity
kind of a
encounter?
bummer. Who did I run into? Ruby Sunday? Is that-
Oh, did you really?
Yeah,
did
I did. And
Weird.
just, sort of
I
like
don't think I did.
wandering the halls. And I saw some people I've seen in the past who were there, which were like kind of cool. But it was, I don't think we were quite up to the task just because we were still jet lagged. And,
Okay.
So jet
and,
lagged.
and in addition to jet lag, we're not sleeping well at all.
Ugh.
I think that's due to jet lag.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's a case of like
Yeah, I
going
can do it.
going to sleep at like 10 and then waking up at 1 and then falling asleep at 4 and then waking up at 6 and then falling asleep at 7 and then waking up at 8:30 when your alarm goes off. Oh my
Yeah,
God, it's
yeah.
just not cool.
I
Yeah.
can imagine.
Rude,
cool.
rude.
But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
It-
I mean, I guess what I'm going to do now is talk about the trips that we went on after we left Manila. Sorry, I'm typing something at the same time as I'm writing, and it is distracting.
I imagine.
I'm trying to post on Sean's page that they can go to DB94 to catch us over there. So tonight we talk about Shanghai. Sorry, Shanghai. The A is pronounced ah.
Okay.
There. I was so nervous about going into like real China, as opposed to going into Hong Kong, which is like China Light. And there were a couple of things that were making me super nervous, but I don't think Shawn was as nervous as I was about going into the country. And
Yeah, probably less so.
and then he got pulled aside when we were, like, before we got into immigration. He got pulled aside. Did we talk about this last week where you got pulled aside by the
We may have,
health
but
inspector guy?
we can recap where we had spent our whole trip from the Philippines, which wasn't terribly long, in a cold plane, so we were under blankets and stuff, trying to get warm. And once we got into the airport was just fine, but everything was pretty smooth until this one sort of last section. It was one of those things where you're walking down through the various gauntlet things you need to get through, and then you see where it opens up and everything's like clear, and you're like, yeah, let's go.
And the gauntlet was mainly trying to get my fingerprints to register.
I think that was Hong Kong.
It was Hong Kong?
I thought that was
Okay,
Hong
never
Kong.
mind.
Yeah, but the thing about going into China, but whether Shanghai or Hong Kong, is they're very biometrically related. So They want to scan your passport. They want to take your picture. There's all sorts of stuff where you have to match the picture on your passport, which is really tough.
Okay.
Especially those of us who are aging, and so my 10-year-old passport has a darker beard on it than it does, and so. But we thought we were pretty much in the clear, and Shanghai was easier than Hong Kong. Colleen and I each had an issue in Hong Kong.
Oh dear.
But Shanghai, we saw the big open area that we just headed for it, and then an officer stepped forward and stopped me, and I went, well, okay. And he's like, how do you feel? Like, I feel fine. And he's like, you are hot. I'm like, oh, I've been on an airplane under a blanket. And so obviously they're doing like thermographic scanning as we come into the country.
Awesome.
And so he pulled me aside and he got an actual thermometer and stuck it in my ear. and then asked me a bunch of questions, and I'm sitting here going, don't cough, don't sneeze, don't do anything. And eventually he let me through. But it was kind of I feel fine. I'm not like, telling him his truth. But he could have easily, if my temperature, I'm sure I was probably at like 99 instead of 98.6 or something. It was probably negligible. But if I had been 102, he could have told me I couldn't go in.
And could have put us in the hospital.
Right, which would have been really interesting. I mean, honestly, it just as a general basic travel recommendation, try not to end up in the hospital in a foreign country.
No,
Yes.
you don't want to do that.
Yeah. But then when we got in Shanghai, when we got through and we got our luggage, there was someone waiting with my name on a sign, and we had to walk down and around the barrier and then wait for her because she was wrangling several groups of people into the cars that had been hired to take them around.
Gotcha.
I had decided I didn't want to deal with the public transit in Shanghai because I was a little more stressed out about Shanghai. And so I hired a car for very inexpensive
Oh, okay.
to take us to Disneyland, which was very close. And then the same thing that happened to us when we were in Florida going to Disneyland by Uber or Lyft, I guess. They took us to the wrong place. And I was kicking myself for not... He kept double checking that I was me. He kept showing me my name and saying, is this you? Is this you? Is this... The girl did it, and then the driver did it. And so we were like, yeah, that's us. And then we get to the hotel, and I'm like, this is not our hotel. And luckily, our hotel was like a block away or 2 blocks away or something like that, so it wasn't a big deal. Whereas when we were in Florida, the guy took us a half an hour in the wrong direction before we were like, this seems to be taking longer to get to the park than it did when we went to the other parks. Why is it taking so long? And he went, park? I'm taking you to the beach. Please don't. So yeah, they took us to the hotel, and we were staying in a non-Disney hotel. We were staying at a Marriott. And everybody was really pleasant. There were plenty of people who spoke English, so we didn't have any problems at all, which is good because I didn't learn any other languages for our trip. And we put our luggage in our room and then took a nap, I think. And then ran down to catch the shuttle going to the Disney park because they have a downtown Disney, which they call Disney Town there.
Yeah. Here, hang on. Let me. I realized I should be
Sean's going to show us pictures.
showing you some of these things, which were just one of those things that was... oh, here we go.
There. Just squint. You can see them.
Right. No, it's not my fault. Come on. Everything is screwed up because of not ending up on Facebook. Yeah. Going through the airport was hysterical because, like, somebody popped up a tent. It just like had a nap.
Was this in Manila?
This was leaving Manila.
This is leaving Manila.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was like, hang on, why are we seeing this? I thought it was at the end of one of our.
Yeah, no, it
like
was
before we
was,
got on a flight.
This was sort of like, getting on Philippine Airlines to sort of fly across.
And I have to say, if you have a choice between Philippine Airlines and United Airlines, take Philippine Airlines.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Way
it's so much,
just overall nicer.
so much better.
Okay.
But anyway, we had a pretty good flight. I enjoyed, going through these different airports and things like that. This is the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. And if you look at the bottom, there's this thing that says Mabuha, which is like, it's kind of like Philippine Aloha.
Oh, okay.
And so you see that all over the place, which is
Nice.
kind of cool. They've like put it on the side of the building. So that was kind of fun.
I'm going to interrupt for a second and say hi to Vicky and Kelly, who are
Oh, yeah.
listening over on
Yay.
Facebook.
Wait,
Hi, David. Hi, Don. They're on Twitch.
Great.
in fact, let me get the chat
Let me see if it's anyone's watching YouTube. That would be Matt Tillard and Lori and Linda.
Great.
Linda Bowden.
Excellent.
So, anyway, the Philippines, we had a pretty great time on the whole in the country. And it was, very welcoming. Oh my God, we had so much local food.
So much local food.
Because
It was great.
everybody was worried
Yeah.
that we weren't going to get local food.
Yeah, so they were all, everywhere we went.
Everywhere
people were
we went,
ordering
we got it.
food
So,
for us.
like, I
Nice.
mean, we really sort of got the what they call the resident experience.
Yeah.
We got the experience of living there for
It was fantastic.
9 days.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was pretty great. Anyway, we took off along with the sunrise, which was pretty cool.
I felt so bad though. We scheduled the flight for really early.
Mm-hmm.
We had a travel agent to help us with this because it's complicated to fly into a city and then fly out of a different city.
Okay.
Or at least it was more complicated than I'm able to handle. I'm sure some of you world travelers are better at that. But we had to get up at like 2:30 in the morning
It was really bad.
to get
wow.
to the airport.
And I
in
felt bad
time.
for
I
our
felt
hosts.
so bad.
Yeah. My pictures out of the plane are kind of dodgy because this is how clean my window was.
yeah. That's like the subs. Wow.
Right. It was pretty bad.
It just looks like rain.
It does kind of, doesn't
Yeah.
it? But it was really dirty. Anyway, I managed to kind of dodge around it. This is coming into China, and it was just amazing how many cargo ships and things were coming and going
Oh, yeah.
through Shanghai. Was amazing.
That's all your Amazon orders there, folks.
That's it. That's that. And so we pulled like sort of right into the airport.
Wow.
And it was great. It's nice, big, open. This is where we met our car, which they did in a really interesting way, where they had somebody meet us with a sign, and then took us to a main office, and then collected a few people who were kind of going in the same place, and put us on a
and
car.
I thought that I had maybe signed us
Yeah.
up for a group car or something, and I was like, okay, I guess that's what I did. But it was just getting all of the people who were coming off of flights right around the same time that we
Yeah.
were, and then walking us all down to the garage at the same time.
Yeah, so it was it was pretty decent. We didn't have to wait very long, and you can see that the Chinese New Year decorations are starting to creep
Okay.
in,
Yes.
which was kind of interesting. Our hotel was nice. They had a really good schedule for getting us to the park, which was terrific. Which basically made it easy. Like Colleen mentioned before, we went in, we checked into our room, got on a shuttle, and went to their Disney Town, downtown Disney area,
Oh, okay.
which was really cool. Our view sucked. This was our view,
Yeah.
the bus lot.
Oh, well, you know.
But this is what we get.
View
all
out the hotel room window.
right. We always get bad views, which
Well,
are really funny.
You'll hear about a
Until
good view
later.
next week.
Yeah, next week's
Yeah.
view was
Okay,
better, to be sure.
Yeah.
But our room was nice. You
And
know?
the breakfasts were really good.
Yeah, so the room was reasonably spacious, and although nobody has a thing to put your luggage on anymore,
Oh.
Yeah, that was weird.
They had a fire hood in case the hotel caught fire,
Oh.
and they were kind enough to provide one for each of us.
Nice.
So
You
that
didn't
was
have to
good.
share.
I assume if you have 2 beds in your room, you get 4 of these.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty modern room with a doorbell and privacy stuff, and it was all
Yeah.
card activated.
Huh.
Fake stars of the roof, which was crazy, and free snacks. We got
There you
like Chinese 7-Up, which was cool, and so these were, you could have one of these a day for free from the mini bar.
Huh.
I don't think I actually had any of it. You had the orange soda,
I had the
right?
orange drink, and
And
did
I tasted it.
Did I have the French fries? I might have had the
No,
French fries.
I don't think you did.
Oops.
But yeah, it was kind of nice and
Cool.
So yeah, and then the first thing that greeted us was this weird Zoomania car that I don't know if this is someone's personal car who works at the hotel or what, but kind of on a road squadron level. It was very inviting.
Yeah.
And it didn't move the whole time we were
Oh,
there,
of course.
unless they've got a special parking space.
Maybe it was
Yeah.
someone who was going to stay at the hotel to go to Disneyland.
Maybe. Anyway, it was it was
We
kind
should have left a note on their car.
of. I know.
Wouldn't think of
If
it.
I had had trading cards, I would have. And if you look in the window, you can see.
Excuse me, you had trading cards.
No, I did not have trading cards of our car or us.
Oh, of the car. Okay.
Yeah. But there's a little Lena Bell on the dashboard. So
Aw.
obviously they're going to Disney parks.
Yeah.
This was our shuttle bus.
The car?
Kinda
there you go. There it is.
Kicking the shuttle bus.
Oh my gosh!
I'm
And we
behind.
almost took a detour, and I'm kind of sad that we didn't, but we didn't have our lay of the land like really figured out yet.
Yeah.
But this first shuttle bus we got onto, it went to the train station first, and when we were waiting to make a U-turn at the train station, we realized that there was a Costco on the other side of the street, and we're like, "Oh my gosh, Costco in China! How cool is this?"
And apparently our membership would have gotten us in. And I would have loved to have gotten a Costco hot dog in China.
Oh, that would have been great.
Would have been amazing.
If we weren't familiar enough with the schedule, and the driver didn't speak English, and it didn't pan out. But
Yeah.
man, we should have gotten off and gone to Costco. But that particular shuttle, it only went once or twice a day
Oh.
to the train station. So we weren't sure when we would be able to get picked up.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So pulling into the property, huge parking lots, without a ton of cars. And we got there reasonably early, but not terribly early. We didn't do early entry or anything like that. This was their Toy Story hotel, which doesn't really recommend itself from the parking lot side of
Oh, the
things.
clouds. Yeah.
You could tell what it is, but it's all right, whatever. And
Well, this is the first day when we're not even going to the park.
yeah,
yet.
we're not even in the park
we're
yet.
going. We're going to
Disneytown.
Disneytown.
So you could see a little bit of the castle here and there, which was kind of fun. That was sort of our first catch of the castle. And to get to anywhere, big long walkways and bridge. You had to get out of the car, walk to an escalator, take the escalator, walk down this long bridge,
Where
Yeah.
everybody was smoking.
walk through Disneytown, and then go get in line for the park. And it was kind of nuts. It was chilly, but not horribly unmanageable. But we definitely bulked up on our clothes, which was interesting. I like the trash cans, by the way, at the Disney parks, but these guys had the most boring freaking trash cans of any Disney park I have ever seen. I was really disappointed. Super weird, I thought. But, this is sort of our first glimpse of the castle. And I got to say, some people complain about this castle. I like it.
What do they
Yeah.
complain about it?
Oh,
Oh,
people
so
were
that's
saying,
good.
"Oh, it's too big, it's too busy, it's too whatever."
A lot of people complain
Well, the
about
original one.
Shanghai Park being too big,
Oh, yeah, Shanghai. Sorry. wrong
and
one.
I thought that it was. I thought it was good. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it was big.
Yeah.
I got more steps that day than any other day.
Yeah.
Those 2 days, I guess. But it wasn't unmanageable.
No, it was fine. And we got to look at some of the other hotels as we were we're walking. We weren't brave enough to walk over this bridge to go check out the other hotel.
And we had a half day at like for Disney Town. It was a half day. It was for travel, and so
Right.
we arrived like I don't know 10 in the morning or something like that, and then took a nap and went to the park and
Right.
or the mall, and it. By the time we were done looking at the mall, we were done.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it
it wasn't.
really wiped us
Well,
out.
you went to malls in the other place.
Yeah, we went to malls everywhere. Our Hong Kong mall experience is
Okay.
no joke.
I took these pictures for you, Jeff,
Uh-oh.
because you and I share a particular disdain for the world of Disney at Downtown Disney.
Yeah.
It used to be cool, and then it got really boring.
Yeah.
Where they made everything about animation, but they're like, oh, we made it like the animation studios at the studio. And it's like, no, this is not exciting to anybody.
No.
This is World of Disney
In Shanghai?
in Shanghai.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
And-
it was a pretty cool
And
building.
it was all steampunk.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And they had
super
pretty
cool.
good products too.
Yeah, they had
Nice.
really good merch.
That's cool.
But this projection, this globe in the middle would rotate, but it also would show different animations and stuff on it with projections in the middle. And outside was the Lego store, so like sort of big giant Lego store, which was good. Which had a little history section of the Lego company. So this little wooden duck is one of the things. They used to make wooden toys and
Yeah.
things before they branched out into Legos. And they had some really early Lego kits,
Yeah.
which were super cool.
It's so funny. I never knew that about the Lego company, and I learned it twice on this trip.
Right? Yeah, Colleen got Lego overload on this trip.
Yeah.
So that was fun. We ran into Trevor at the Lego store. So that was pretty cool.
And for those who are listening to sci-fi.radio, it is a not Darth Maul. What is he called again?
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Lego, full size.
Right.
character.
Trevor does
How did I
Kylo Ren
not
for
remember
charity
Kylo
with
Ren?
us with the 501st, which is really cool. And they had, big figures everywhere, Buzz
Yeah.
and Woody, which were really neat.
Yay.
And I took this for you too, Jeff. This is the Three Caballeros
awesome.
in Lego thing, but it was behind a staircase. It was so hard to look at.
Oh, man.
But they did this really nice mosaic
That's cool.
out of Legos.
Yeah.
Which was really great.
Dang. That's pretty neat.
So that was fun. All the prices were in yuan, which basically made translation like really tough. And so there was a giant Lego Death Star thing that's like 8,499 yuan. So you can do the math on that and figure out what the prices are. But yeah, lots of stuff for the Chinese New Year. They had some really cool sets and displays.
Oh, cool.
But Disney Town itself didn't seem to have a really unified theme per se.
Oh.
It was a lot more like City Walk at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Oh, I see.
Where it was
Yeah.
like a little bit of mishmash of everything. Like there was this Walt Disney Theater that had a store in it. I think that was not it was not open when we went by, but it wasn't an actual theater. It was like selling stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah.
Donald Duck had his own restaurant, which Donald Duck was huge, by the way, in Shanghai.
He was literally huge in that.
Right there was
statue
there was
out
a
front
giant
that he-
inflatable Donald on the lake, and they love him there.
Nice.
And I took a lot of pictures for our friend Teddo, who loves Donald Duck. He's one of our Ghostbusters, and I have a whole bunch of pictures I need to send him. Some of the food, just about every restaurant that we saw had examples of their food in a case.
Okay.
That's a very Asian thing.
Yeah, and so the milkshakes and this is like a spaghetti and meatballs dinner. There's a whole bunch of stuff that looked really cool, and so you kind of got an idea of what you were ordering.
Yeah.
And some of it's kind of clever. Like there's a Donald Duck here with a big metal spike over his shoulder, and they've got the onion rings hanging off the spike, and the sense of whimsy was good, which I like. Lots of Asian restaurants, as you would imagine, and then there was this place, Paper Stone is what it was called, and they did really neat. Creative desserts. It was a bakery and so what we're looking at here are brownies with what was the cheese on
cheesecake.
top of it? The cheesecake that looks like a yellow slice of cheese, like Swiss cheese. It's got a little chocolate mouse on it. It was really cute.
But let me just say, if you ever buy something like this that is a brownie with cheesecake on top, don't save it for a day and then try to carry it onto an airplane, because when you go to eat it, you will find that it has been flattened and is a challenge.
It didn't survive traveling.
It was not pretty.
Super cute, but not by the time we got to eat it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And these things weren't terribly expensive. They had cones with this was pistachio cream and chiffon cake inside an ice cream cone with a big strawberry on top of it.
Nice.
So that cheese thing that's there in the corner, the brownie with the play cheese on it, was under $5.
Yeah, it was, and super creative. Everywhere, and in the theme park, they had really amazing desserts and things that were like this little cutesy things.
Yeah.
Like this is a little basket looking thing that's a burnt cheesecake with a little bunny in it. They had little apples with faces on them that were sort of like baked apple pies, which were really cool. They did a lot of really clever stuff, and so we absolutely loved this bakery.
We ended up eating dinner there.
Yeah, which was really good. This shop was supposed to be like a home shop, but it turned out to be like all Duffy all the time. And if you guys don't know who Duffy is, I think Duffy started as Mickey Mouse's teddy bear.
I think so. And
then took on a life of his own. He is essentially the Sanrio characters, but Disney-fied. So like Hello Kitty and her squad, Duffy and his squad are basically the same.
Look at his feet.
Yeah, he's got all of the animals have little Mickey head paw prints on their feet. And this one was gigantic. It was about 8 feet tall.
But you weren't allowed to go snuggle up to it.
You could take a picture with it. You weren't allowed to jump on and get a hug from it.
It'd be hard to fit on the plane.
Yeah. I don't think it was for sale. We went into a blind box shop that was pretty funny, that apparently their mascot is this lucky kitty with a giant muscular arm. It's a little bizarre.
Better to punch you with.
Yeah, he was gonna take you out. He's like the good luck cat that you see at restaurants.
Yeah.
But somebody has grafted Conan's arm onto it. It's kind of nuts. And all of this stuff was adorable. Little Sanrio, Pachaco stuff. I ended up getting a Stitch from a similar store that was Stitch in Tron costume, which I'll show you later. But it was great, and being able to see the castle from this giant walkway that you had to trudge back and forth from. You could also see Tomorrowland, which was really great.
Nice.
So I mean, it was a big tease for the park. And I took way too many pictures of the castle. They were just absolutely amazingly photogenic. It was great. This was in our hotel. They had little happy apples and pears.
Nice.
That you could buy. Although they were a lot more expensive than the little bakery we were at. The cheesecake thing was $5, and this is $16.
Whoa.
No. This is cheaper.
Right. That's only 16.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
only 16. The other one was
That's
50.
It was 50?
That's like
Yeah.
$2.50 or something. And
Oh,
the other
okay.
one was $5.
Got
or
it.
something like that. Or what was it, 50?
Here, I'll tell you what the thing is. This was only $2.32.
Oh, okay. I thought
That's
it was
pretty
more.
close.
Yeah,
I guessed.
both of the Asian parks went really heavy. Like if you go to Disneyland in California,
Oh boy.
their big snack that they have everywhere is it's a macaron. They have
Yeah.
macarons decorated like everywhere. They also have churros, but the churros are just churros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The macarons are decorated differently, and they're big into that here.
Yeah.
In the Asian parks, it's mousse. Everything is mousse.
Right. Lots of
Awesome.
sort of vending machines and stuff.
Oh, was this the one on the floor of our hotel?
Yeah. And you could also get a massage gun. You could rent a massage gun,
Okay.
which is 5 yuan for 15 minutes, which was pretty funny. And somebody had taken him up on it. Apparently, there's 3 empty slots in that bin.
Okay then.
There's a little
We almost did, but we didn't.
Apple deal. And when I mentioned the mini bar, and they had a little orange drink. The orange drink used the old school tab that you had to pull off and leave a hole,
Oh, okay.
which was kind of
You could
nuts.
use it to get a free phone call.
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, like I would try that in China. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Why did you end up in jail? Just as sort of a quick run through our breakfast, they had all sorts of really cute stuff. Tiny pancakes and
Yeah.
waffle quarters. The kids' breakfast was awesome with little Hello Kitty pancakes, which were adorable. They had two-tone toast.
And these things are down at kid level.
Right.
So they can get them
They are not
themselves.
meant for adults at all.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't remember the name of this cat, but the more pancakes with the little cat on it. It's Sanrio deal.
Oh, okay.
You could get panda buns, which
Yeah.
were bao with bean paste.
Okay, for the yeah.
Yeah, I thought I had
That's
a.
cool.
There you go. So a better look at those guys. And obviously we're not supposed to have these, but we did anyway. We're like, it's too cute, and we
What
like.
do you mean we're not supposed to have those?
They look like they were for kids, and
No,
not.
they weren't. They were on the adult station.
Okay.
Yeah. I had no qualms at all about getting a panda, and then there was like a piggy or something the next day.
There was a pig the next day.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was sort of breakfast, and it was good. A lot of big, wide variety of stuff, and it changed from day to day. Some days you had pineapple, some days you had dragon fruit, whatever,
Yeah.
and whatnot. So yeah,
I feel like my breakfast was more colorful.
probably, but I didn't take pictures of your breakfast. So, and of course, the whole trip we ate with chopsticks because chopsticks. But yeah, so this big walkway every single day, man, it was a trek to get into the park.
I
from
feel
the
like it's
parking lot.
about similar if you park in Mickey and Friends and walk.
And walk,
In
yeah.
California, yeah.
But it was, it was something else
Oh,
getting in.
My goodness.
No smoking, which
Oh,
I
okay.
appreciate. And in fact, not only no smoking, you will be fined up to 200 yuan each if you violate this by smoking in line. This was in line for the park.
yeah.
And the venue, Disneyland, will face fines of up to 30,000 yuan.
Wow.
So if you break the law, Disneyland will have to pay too, and a lot more than you. And there's
That's $4,000.
right, and so there's a hotline here that if you catch somebody smoking, you can call and turn them in. And then there's also what looks like a stop smoking hotline.
Yeah.
So it's $30 to the individual, and then like 4,300 something.
Something
To the
to
park.
Yeesh.
Disney, yeah. And there's a thing at the bottom that says Shanghai Patriotic Health Campaign Committee. They're like, turn in your neighbors for smoking.
Yikes.
They had a little Mickey statue out there that was really cute. That would bob up and down. It was a little Steamboat Willie thing. But the line was sizable,
yeah.
but moved pretty fast. You didn't feel terrible about it. But it was chilly for sure. You see how everybody's pretty bundled up. We had no such bundling.
Oh dear.
I wore my yoga pants underneath my regular pants, and I wore 3 T-shirts.
Yeah.
Good grief.
We did eventually make it in, and
Chilly.
amusingly, where we would normally have a Mickey Mouse at the head of the park, they have a Judy Hopps.
Well, more amusingly, where they have a train station, they have
no
train.
Right. So you have this sort of fake train station as you walk in, which was really bizarre. They were all set for winter, so they had little fake snowmen and stuff like that all over the place. But still a lot of flowers and things like that. And in fact, some of the flowers I think were silk. They had some like blossoms and things that were silk that you couldn't really tell unless you could like lean in and touch them.
Okay.
But yeah, they're little dedication plaques and stuff like that, and lots of space. You can see that there's like their castle is monstrously huge, yet it looks kind of tiny in this picture because there's just so much space between the end of their Main Street area and this, and then the castle. There's actually open water like between there, which was kind of interesting. But
Okay.
it was pretty cool. And so we're all wearing 3 or 4 shirts.
Yeah.
I've got cold weather gear, which is essentially my Matt Hooper stuff. And this was the day it rained, right? And so we got so wet.
So wet. Our shoes were completely wet, and we were wet up to our knees. Our socks were wet. And, oh my gosh, you guys, the Pirates of the Caribbean ride is so amazing.
And we decided to go there first. So looking at like what rides were the most popular, like everybody wanted to go to like Zootopia or whatever. And we're like, no. Let's find a ride that we can just walk right on. Yeah. And I thought that would be Pirates. And so we made our way over there, and nobody went. And so we walked right on the ride.
Yeah. And
then we did the ride and went, holy crap, that was amazing. And we walked right back on the ride again. Because it was just absolutely nuts. It's called Battle for the Sunken Treasure, and it's a lot like Rise of the Resistance and Runaway Railway meet Pirates of the Caribbean.
Huh.
Which is great. The line was full of little in-jokes, like they had horseshoes that were from other horses in Disney stuff, like Khan and Philippe and Achilles.
Gotcha.
And things like that. The ride area was like big and spacious, which I find is usually the case with the Asian parks. They have like lots of space to take things up with, and so like getting on the boat was absolutely huge.
So something about Disney parks is that, at least at Disneyland, they expect that a complete day for someone, that you should be able to do 9 attractions. Shows, parades, rides, whatever your version of attractions are. And in the 2 days that we were in Shanghai, we did 20 attractions.
Right.
So we were very well pleased.
We did
with
well.
What we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is their version of the Blue Bayou restaurant, which is the restaurant that overlooks Pirates of the Caribbean at Disneyland Anaheim.
Yeah.
They call it Norrington's because they lean heavily into the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. So this was, of course, at the time we were there, since the park had just opened, nobody was eating there, so we don't know how well it actually gets filled up and what happens. But that was cool. A lot of the usual kind of scenes with maybe a slight change to them. So like the dog going for the keys were all skeletons and whatnot. Instead of like our Anaheim one, we've got fat pirates who are trapped in the thing.
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow was not bad as an animatronic. They did a pretty good job with them. These are the newer animatronics, the A1000 ones that have a lot of really good range of motion and very smooth and very lifelike. So we were really impressed with that. They had it was basically Jack versus Davy Jones.
Oh, okay.
So Davy Jones was very prominent here. He was playing a pipe organ, and he turned around to menace you as you were going through. Again, super amazing animatronics. And,
How
of course,
many pictures are you sharing with us, Shawn?
What's that?
How many pictures are you sharing with us?
I'm just kind of flipping through.
Okay.
I mean, that's the end of the ride. I skipped most of the ride.
Oh, okay.
So, anyway, we had a pretty good time. I love the girls in the background in this picture, Colleen and I. They're like, hi. We're great as we took a selfie.
Yeah.
I got to start doing that more when I see people take selfies. I got to look into the selfies.
Yeah.
Anyway, Pirates was pretty great. But, man, we got so wet. We bought ponchos. We went into the store and bought ponchos, and mine, disintegrated.
Oh, damn.
Over the course. Colleen survived. Mine fell apart.
I saw other people that were having the same problem. So I would make fun of Shawn, but I think it was actually shoddy materials.
Yeah, it was. And actually what was really interesting is when you would go onto a ride, they would make you take it off because they didn't want to get the ride wet.
Gotcha.
So you would wear it outside, and you would have to take it off and hold it, go on the ride, come back, and then put it back on when you went outside.
Gotcha.
So that was interesting. Anyway, lots of space. This was near Pirates, which had a big giant lake around it with some skull islands in the middle. Some crazy people went on the canoes in the rain.
Yeah.
You can look at this picture, and you can see the raindrops hitting the water. It was pretty heavy rain. And these people were like, yeah, let's go do the canoes, which was crazy. And, it looked like lots of ships were in port, which was cool. The whole design of everything was really pretty terrific.
Nice.
And
I thought it was cool that our favorite ride was Pirates, and our favorite show was also Pirates.
Yeah.
They had a pirate stunt show that was our favorite show.
I learned a new skill with the Chinese toilets. So I got that going for me.
The benefit of being at the Disney park, though, is that they had toilet paper, which many of the places that we went in the Philippines did not.
Did not have toilet paper,
Yeah.
right. And actually, honestly, if you went all the way to the back of the bathroom, they had a Western-style toilet.
Which I used completely.
Because,
I never tried this
because
body.
nobody else was using those. You were guaranteed a toilet when you walked into the bathroom. Even if there was a line, nobody wanted the Western toilets.
Yeah.
Which was pretty great. Toy Story Land was really fun. I got rid of it accidentally, but there was a video I sent to Jeff that featured Woody over here greeting you in Chinese, which was pretty funny. But I really enjoyed the whole sort of giant toy experience.
Yeah.
And I like how it was lit with Christmas lights. Some of the things like the fences are made out of Kinects, if you remember Kinects.
Yes. Yeah.
Which was really fun. We went on Peter Pan.
Oh, okay.
And that was very much like our Peter Pan, except it didn't have London at all.
Oh.
You didn't go around London. There were no Indians at all. No Native Americans. Those weren't there. There was the Voyage to the Crystal Grotto, which was sort of their storybook land.
Kind of.
Every place.
Not really.
I'll show you why it's different in a minute. But every place had a sign, and the signs, almost all of them for rides, had this phrase: "You should be sober and in good health to ride." And we double checked, and it actually meant don't be drunk on this ride. Which was really funny. So many of these rides had it, and it's like, is that a problem?
Yeah.
Do people come to Disneyland drunk? It's crazy. Anyway, so the whole thing was sort of story oriented, except it was mostly based on movie scenes, and so here's Colleen on the boat. And so it would be like, here's Beauty and the Beast, but they were like life-size figures in this little environment kind of, and they would play a song from
Not
the,
nearly as
the
good as
thing.
Storybook Land.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't that great.
And the big sell
Kind of
on it
full
is
size.
that you get to go underneath the castle, but underneath the castle was super boring.
Right.
Oh, boo.
So-
And I gotta tell you,
Underneath the castle in France is where you want to be because there's a dragon.
there's a dragon
down
under
there.
that castle. As you would imagine, in China, Mulan was huge. She was like the hometown girl, and that was pretty great. It was nice to see her get a lot of love.
Nice.
And some of these are cute, but they're not that different than like some of the other rides that you've been on. And
Yeah.
it's a little weird because like all of the figures are shiny fiberglass and
Yeah.
not super active and things like that. And so we went under the castle. So this is under the castle, right? And do you remember Willy Wonka?
Mm-hmm.
All I could think of when we pulled in, and I think I leaned into Colleen when we pulled in here, and it's like, there's no way of knowing which direction we are going. And it was like the weird acid trip boat
Yeah.
in Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
And, okay, there were some crystals, yay, whatever. It was like
Weird.
not that impressive. You can see the castle from anywhere in the park, which is pretty good as a landmark. I find that I enjoy being able to do that, where, like when we were in Paris, we could see the Eiffel Tower from anywhere in Paris. We always knew where we were going home.
Yeah.
And that was the same with the castle. We used to use it. We used it for navigation.
The landmark.
Yeah, and that was helpful. They had a cool sort of Alice in Wonderland maze thing that
yeah.
you could go through. That was pretty enjoyable. More boring trash cans. This was weird. This was like Never Land as a fountain.
Okay.
And it's just like, what we need over here? We need like a Neverland fountain. We're like, okay, it was bizarre. We had a pizza that was shaped like Winnie the Pooh because Colleen.
So I really wanted to get. There was a like a fried rice dish that had a hard-boiled egg in the shape of Winnie the Pooh on it, and then it had vegetables, which I do like a vegetable.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I was like, gosh, I wonder if there's like shrimp in that at all.
Uh-oh.
And so I attempted to find out whether there were shrimp in it.
No.
And it took 4 cast members before one of them finally said, we don't know. So no, you can't have it. And it wasn't even at that point, it wasn't even, you can take your trying.
Yeah.
It was, no, you can't have that. Go get something else. And it was, the only thing you can eat in this restaurant is pizza.
Yeah.
And so
So she shared this pizza
Pizza.
with me. I was going to get it anyway. Colleen ended up sharing it.
trying not to pout
with me.
about
Yeah,
my lack of Winnie the Pooh egg.
it's definite bummer.
Yeah.
I will give them props here on their cups with the paper lids and stuff, like rock solid. I've seen really crummy like plastic lids on cups and things that don't really fit. Man, these cups, like somebody knocked my cup off my tray and it didn't explode everywhere.
The
That's
other
cool.
thing that's interesting is, and you can see this in the bottom right-hand corner of the tray,
Yeah.
is that everywhere on our trip that we went, where we had anything that they thought you were going to eat using your hands, they gave you these little plastic gloves
Right.
to eat with.
Right, which reminded me a bit of Tokyo, where we were in Japan, and they had these machines where you would put your hands in, and it would wrap your hands in a glove.
But that was just for getting food off the buffet.
Right.
You weren't expected to wear that while you ate.
Yeah, so
All right, then.
definitely interesting.
But it happened in both Manila and in China.
Yeah.
In both cities we went to.
Okay.
Let's see, more castle stuff. There were a lot of tiered things out in front of the castle, which all ended up as like stages and things. They would do shows on board and that kind of thing. You can see how wet everything is. It's absolutely super soaked. We ended up with soggy feet at the end of the day, which like really sucked. We like stepped in puddles and stuff, and it all got in our shoes. And
I was very sad for my raincoat sitting on the hook by the door at home.
Right, we knew where all of our stuff was.
Just didn't think of bringing a raincoat.
Who
Marvel,
does, you know?
Marvel had a really light representation there. We'll get back to it
Just a sign.
a little earlier. Tomorrowland, kind of. It was really basic. But we walked by and then we didn't go in and we went back later.
Like Tony standing out front. The moose should have told you.
Yeah. Tomorrowland
Yeah.
was good. I really liked their Tomorrowland actually. This was the jetpack ride that we didn't go on.
Oh, wow.
And so you would like sit in a little thing and it would move you around, and it was a lot like a rocket jets kind of a thing.
Huh.
Dumbo.
I see.
But the line was really long. But yeah, we really, really enjoyed that. There was... and then we bailed out. We went to the parade. And one of the
It
interesting...
was a mini parade because it was raining.
Yeah, it was like one of those cavalcades. And so one of the things that we liked about the parade, or the app rather, in the park, is that it showed you where the parades were. It showed you what the parade route was and where to line up.
Yeah.
And then it showed you what direction it was going in. So you knew where it was going to start and where it was going to stop.
And
Nice.
also, if you put in, I'm in Tomorrowland, and I want to go over to Pirates of the Caribbean, how do I get there?
Right.
And it had little arrows that moved.
Yeah.
And then you would be the arrow, and you would just follow it, and it would get you closer.
It
to where you're
worked
going.
like
It's perfect.
Google Maps, essentially.
Huh.
Apparently they do that in Walt Disney World, but we haven't been when they've had an app, so...
Yeah.
And of course, one of these floats contained Duffy and
Yep.
friends. We have decided
It's like
that
a
we
turtle
like
or something.
Oyumel, who is the turtle.
I'm sure
okay,
you're all
there we
shocked.
go.
He's
about that.
right. He's
Yeah.
very cute,
No way.
and so we've sort of adopted him. I have one on my microphone.
He doesn't
above,
have any
but-
weaponry, no bandana. you
No,
know.
he's
He
not
has
a.
a ukulele.
Not
Okay, well, that
every
probably works.
turtle is
It's
a
a weapon.
ninja,
I'm
Jeff.
just telling you.
Yeah.
Come on.
And he also, he does like, he has another activity he does. I can't remember what it is.
I don't know.
But he, in all the
He's a
shops,
musician.
there's so many of these different shops that have Duffy stuff.
Yeah.
And so you get him in lots of different outfits.
Okay.
And so, ton of different outfits to choose from.
Okay.
Let me
It's top
jump.
of the hour.
Let me
Duffy
jump
must
in
be big in
here
there.
and let you guys know that you are listening to Sci-Fi.radio and Docking Bay 94. You can also watch us on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch, whichever of those are working right now. I'm Shawn Obi-Shawn Crosby.
This is Jeff Donoho.
I'm calling Kaylee Crosby.
We are aided and abetted by Kit Boba-Kit Sovine, who does our show document and our social media and much, much more. If you see something over on the Docking Bay Facebook page that you like, it's her fault, because she's always taking care of that for us.
Yeah.
We are talking currently about our trip to Shanghai Disneyland and making you watch slides in 1950s style. I just really love their Tomorrowland. It was so amazingly futuristic, especially in comparison to Anaheim, where Tomorrowland is this weird forgotten land, and it's very much yesterday land kind of a deal.
Kinda.
Tomorrowland really looked like it was the future, especially with the Tron ride and all of that kind of stuff. They had a lot of places to just sort of walk around and check things out. It was split level. There were there was like a ground level and an upper level and a middle level, and it was all over the place, which was super neat.
Oh, Liz. Hey, Liz.
Let's see. Stitch had the space base, which was like sort of a little ride and like a cloning experience and sort of things like that.
Nice.
As you can imagine, in the Asian parks, Stitch is huge.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So he was representing. This was the popcorn cart, which each popcorn cart in each land had a little design of something that related to that land
Oh, there
that
you
was
go.
filled with popcorn, regular popcorn, and then mostly they were selling caramel corn. Caramel corn was in every single thing.
Huh.
which was kind of nuts. They had a big stage that seemed to be mostly themed around the Avengers, which was kind of interesting. They had some stage presentations there and showed videos and things on a giant screen.
Did we actually go on Stitch's Space Base?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, we walked around it.
Okay.
Oh,
We
no.
didn't go on it. Again, Donald Duck was absolutely huge. And they had trash can pins. But they're all blind boxed, and so I didn't buy any because stupid blind box. They would have gotten so much more money from me if they didn't blind box these stupid things. I knew exactly what I wanted to get and didn't. They had a lot of capsule toys and stuff. That these pins are available in capsules. You needed 69 yuan or something to make them work. I did find some old school Tron pins, which I had to hunt for because the store closes at dusk, and we got there 5 minutes after they closed.
Okay.
But there wasn't a lot of Tron merchandise either. I was really
I know. Yeah,
super
you got, like,
disappointed.
you got Tron. You got a coaster. Why? That world.
I was hoping for all the stuff they have in Florida at their coaster.
Yeah.
But the neat thing about the coaster is, like, it goes through the land. You can see it whoosh by, which was really fun. Here's one of the trains going by,
Yeah.
which was really neat. We did Buzz Lightyear. Their Buzz Lightyear is better than our Buzz Lightyear in that it worked. And so I could get like a good score because I could see their
Crazy.
targeting thing.
I couldn't get a good score because I suck.
It was like, man, it was nuts. So I got like more than a million, which put me at the top. I was a galactic hero in China,
Wow.
just so you know. Of course, you know, we had a terrible picture. And of course we didn't have PhotoPass, so we couldn't get our terrible pictures.
Of course.
So we just kind of like took it. And some of them, they had people standing there to keep you from taking pictures
Yeah.
of the picture. But yeah, just all of Tomorrowland was just wicked. Really, really very much enjoyed it. It had some really cool vibes to it, and they just did it right. They did it right, and it makes me lament that our Tomorrowland is so sad.
Yeah, it's still stuck in a weird mode. I'll get there.
This was the Marvel thing, which was basically just one big room with a bunch of activities in it. They had the
They had a ride.
Hulkbuster with a whole bunch of Iron Man, different Mark Iron Man suits. They had Mark 1, which made me happy. This is my favorite Iron Man suit, just because it's like so haphazard.
Yeah, supposed to be based on the original one from the comics and stuff.
Yeah, and it's you know, the thing he made in a bunker because he didn't
Yes.
have any technology, and it was it's for some reason it just speaks to me.
Yeah.
But they had all these other suits on
Oh, yeah.
online, which were really cool. You could kind of like walk around and check
Yeah, it's
out.
kind of what they did here for a little while.
They did, yeah. They had this on the upper floor of the Carousel building
Yeah.
in what was Innovations, and
Yep.
which should have been turned into like the Stark Expo.
Yes.
And for you, Jeff,
Mm-hmm.
you had your choice of not one
Uh-oh.
Hawkeye bow,
What the heck?
but 2 Hawkeye bows. So you could make your decision
The heck?
what kind of
What?
bow you could get. Yeah,
Awesome.
So I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, there were there was an activity that let you be Iron Man, which was a little sort of VR thing. You stood there and you worked a game with your free hands and stuff. It sort of put you in an Iron Man suit virtually, which was cool. There was a Meet Spider-Man
Oh, of course.
thing, which we did not do because, you know, we don't take pictures with characters very often. So, but they had a big thing there, and it covered most of the. But it was just sort of like a big open hangar.
So the characters in both of the parks that we went to, the lines for taking photos with the characters were like 240 minutes.
It was crazy.
That was pretty
Good
standard
gravy.
to have 240 minutes.
Yeah.
And you know, the ride that it was next to would be like a half an hour, but it was hard to even see it on the app.
Yeah.
Because you'd see that 240 and you'd be like, "Oh my gosh, that must be a really good ride." And it's
It's just a character.
and also Mickey and Minnie, 15 minutes.
Oh, of course, because
The all the other characters,
But like the Duffy
anything
characters?
anything
yeah,
Zootopia.
Zootopia, and anything Frozen.
And
Yeah.
even Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the
They
Pooh was
didn't
huge.
even-
wow.
Chippendale.
Yeah.
Right. They
Huge.
didn't
Chippendale
even
was
tell
huge.
you what character you were going to get a picture with
Yeah.
with Winnie the Pooh, but the line was 240 minutes long.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like,
It
what,
was
3
crazy.
hours?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's nuts.
It's nuts. This was the storybook theater. We saw Mickey's storybook thing.
Mickey's Storybook Adventure Show.
Right, and I won't talk about it here because we will talk about it more in Hong Kong, where this show also was.
Okay.
And it was a little bit different, maybe even a little better.
Is there Marvel stuff at the Hong Kong one?
There's some. Hong
Okay,
Kong
okay.
has a Shield
Okay.
ride,
That's what I'm wondering.
and
Okay.
yeah, so there's some in there. Tomorrowland, which looks a lot more like the Tomorrowland in Anaheim.
Yeah.
One of the neat things about the theater that we went to, and hang on a second, inside this theater in the lobby, they had these really great Asian-style portraits of classic characters. And so if you look on the far right there, it almost looks like Mary Poppins is doing like some sort of Chinese opera kung fu, hidden dragon kind of stuff.
I think it's like Step in Time.
It's kind of crazy. Anyway, it was really neat, and it was monstrously huge. You covered the entire wall. You can see them compared to the people there.
Yes.
It was a really neat kind of thing. Lots of Zootopia stuff. Like they had Judy's recording pen,
Oh, okay.
which was really cute, and stuff like that. Popsicles were huge. And of course, they're celebrating the Chinese New Year. And one of the things they did here that they're not doing in Anaheim, they made Bullseye their mascot because it's the year of the horse.
Yeah.
They in Anaheim they're using Horace horse collar.
Yep.
And everybody thinks he's a cow.
I know.
Everybody's why is it a cow? I don't understand. I like that they used Bullseye.
And the stuff in Shanghai with Bullseye on it was super cute.
I would think that they were doing a different horse for different places, but I don't know. Maybe Hong Kong.
But
is
how
also...
many freaking different horses do they have?
Oh, they have quite a few. They
Well,
have
we
more-
got the
more
list
horses-
of them
Yeah.
in the Pirates ride.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
there's more
did.
horses than there are parks, I think. So
Yeah. I mean, they
Good.
could have chosen somebody better than Horace horse collar,
Eh.
I think.
Classic Disney, classic, original
Yeah.
park, original park character. That's
More
my guess.
food. They had these sort of little like taco desserts and stuff. Little Chippendale strawberry fruit tarts and things. And then in this particular bakery, they had all the characters, and they
It was really hard to choose
Duffy.
what
so
to
much
get
stuff.
in the bakery because there was so much stuff that
Yeah.
looked fun.
They had these
I bet.
little tiger tail twist things, which were
Huh.
really good.
Which looked really good. We didn't
Yeah,
try them.
they looked really good. I don't remember
Okay.
what these boxes were.
They're croissants in a cube shape.
Yeah.
They had Mickey donuts.
And the Mickey donuts, I've heard rumor, are not very good. So
I heard that too.
I
So,
didn't want to try them.
and like everything you bought got a little label on it. Product name: homemade beverage. It's like enjoy it within 2 hours.
That's a kind reminder.
Right, it's a kind reminder. Very funny. Anyway, the decorations for the New Year were pretty great. I liked their Main Street, which had a lot of little. So I could have spent a lot of time kicking around. Was this was the? Was it this? The one that does not have a Club 33 in it?
No, this was so funny. So we're standing, the second day we're there, we're standing like next to the castle or next to a shop. I think we were standing next to a shop. We'd just
Yeah.
gotten like an ice cream or something, or looking at an ice cream. And I said, we should be looking for Club 33. And I turned around and we were
And there it
standing
was.
in front of Club 33.
Nice.
One of the parks didn't have one, and one of
Hong
them
Kong
did.
didn't have one.
Oh, okay.
Shanghai had one.
So, yeah. Anyway, the big open spaces of this park were just beautiful, just absolutely amazing, and I really did enjoy that. How open it was, but
Okay.
but that said, when you got in a crowd of people, there was no personal space, and they would be
Yeah.
right up next to you. Which, is great if you're in the Arctic and you're freezing.
We were freezing.
I mean, hey,
Yeah, it was nuts. More food. This was one of the pirate restaurants, and like, do you want to have an entire fish while you're at Disney?
Whoa, Jared.
There is an entire fried fish.
Wow.
Knock yourself out. Yeah, they had all sorts of really, really interesting stuff that they sold.
We didn't eat at any of the table service restaurants in either of the parks.
Okay.
No. Oh, wait.
Just between Sean's preferences and my allergies,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah, I'm
it
not-
was too hard.
I'm not
Shellfish
super
and-
adventurous with food unless it's like really weird, and it's like anything will set me. Like if it smells bad or it's just whatever, I'm done. So,
Okay.
lots of little treat places. This was Tortuga Treats. Did we get anything here?
I don't think so.
I think I'm thinking of Hong Kong, where we got a lot of hot chocolate stuff. We got a good hot chocolate and a bad hot chocolate.
No, that was Shanghai.
Was that Shanghai?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, because it was at the. We got good hot chocolate. I got good hot chocolate at the bakery, and then the next day, I was dead set on getting a hot chocolate at the Chippendale booth because I wanted the little cup
Right.
that it came in,
Huh.
and they I don't know, gave us dishwater instead of hot
I don't know what
chocolate.
it was. It was absolutely the worst.
dear.
I had gotten a similar one at Disneyland once.
The Cozy
in,
Cone.
in Disney California Adventure, the Cozy Cone. It tasted like dishwater with some
Ugh.
chocolate in it.
Yeah, it was absolutely the
There,
worst.
I returned it. Here, we were like, do we really want to walk all the way back across the park?
Yeah.
No, we don't. So we just threw that out.
Some of the rides we didn't go on, like Soarin' Over the Horizon, or because the lines were just really, really long,
Yeah.
and they were too similar to what we had at
Yeah.
home.
Okay.
We did wait in some really long lines, not 240 minutes,
Oof.
but we didn't choose anything that was that we could just ride here.
Okay.
Right.
And the movie's going to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zootopia was really interesting in that they really wanted you to go one way. They wanted you to come in at one location and exit at another location.
Okay.
And I found that kind of
I didn't even notice that.
yeah, I mean they do have streets that let you go both ways. But it was, if you look on the app, it actually lists an exit to Zootopia and an entrance.
I think that's because the lines are so long to get. Sometimes they have to shut down Zootopia and only let a certain number of people in.
Right. So
Oh, geez.
at the entrance to Zootopia, you have to wait for them to allow you in. So there's a line to get into the land, and then there's a line to go on the rides,
Wow.
which is nuts.
But we didn't have to do that.
We did not. No, it was good. Anyway, the design was great. The characters were everywhere, as you can imagine. Little in jokes all over the place. If you know Zootopia really well, here they did get a little clever with their trash can, like the only land that did, which was kind of fun. And everything was a joke. Like this is a sign for Pig Hero 6
Of course.
with a Baymax pig, so it's pretty funny.
Here all week.
The ride, which was I think called Hot Pursuit, the line was pretty good. They had Clawhauser entertaining you with a pretty good animatronic
Yeah.
as you
I heard
went
he's
through.
really awesome.
Yeah, so he was actually pretty great.
We were able to ride it twice.
Yeah,
Okay.
he everybody was speaking in Chinese.
Although the second time we rode it, we went on single rider.
Yeah, we did, which was sort of a cheat. They had Judy's office, which was kind of fun, and then they had Nick's office. You could kind of like look in there and see where their offices were. And then they take you through the jail, which is like kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And the jail's funny
Awesome.
because, of course, it has to handle all different scales of animals.
Yeah.
So there's like little tiny mouse cells and little elephant cells, and it was kind of nuts. And
Nice.
yeah, we had a pretty good time. And they set it up pretty well, even though we did not speak Chinese. The screens kind of helped you out, and they had subtitles in English, which were pretty good.
Okay.
And so you could figure out the basic story where
There you go.
Bellwether escapes, and
Oh, okay.
you have to catch up with her. And then sometimes you're like, this is all in Chinese. I have no idea what that is.
Mm.
And some of my pictures even are taken just for reference later on, so that I can like run them through the translator and see what they're talking about.
Okay.
But yeah, it was great. They put you in a car and they zip you through, and
Yeah.
it was pretty great.
Nice.
Very much enjoyed it. And then of course you end up at the Gazelle concert.
Of course.
And their animatronics are so superior to a lot of the things that we get in Anaheim. That she's out there dancing up a storm, and it's convincing. It's
Yeah.
like really great. So that was, and of course she's backed with a
Nice.
digital screen, so they can get more characters in there.
Oh yeah, of course.
And but yeah, we had a really good time, and they
Look at that.
it was a fun enough ride that we wanted to go do it again. Very much enjoyed it.
We ended up on Pirates of the Caribbean 3 times, on Tron twice, and
Okay.
Zootopia twice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we definitely took some time and went and did
Excuse me.
our favorites again, which was good. They had lots of parking spaces for a variety of scaled cars too, which was pretty fun. And then things I thought I deleted didn't delete. One of the things that was an absolutely huge photo attraction, like trying to get a picture of this thing, was just murder, because everybody wanted to take a picture with this pole, which is a crossing pole
Yeah.
that has 3 different scales of animals on it. So you've got like a rhino and a fox and a lemming or whatever on it, and it was nuts trying to get at it, and
Gotcha.
And of course it ran through the cycles where you could like walk and not walk, and you could
Gotcha.
do whatever. And then this Pirates of the Caribbean show that we went to, which was their stunt show,
Okay.
was in a pretty big, huge theater. The line wasn't terribly long to wait, but it was a pretty big room, which they had to fill up before they got around to doing the show. And we found some costumes in there that I think our friend Mella worked on.
Oh, it could be.
We have to ask her which ones. I told her I took a lot of pictures of the costumes just in case. And then all of these kind of costumes ended up sort of being used a bit by the pre-show people. Very grumpy looking redheads. And so they came out on the thing and ran some pre-show, and again all in Chinese. So we couldn't get anything beyond the slapstick.
Yeah, even though we couldn't understand what they were saying, it was still the best show.
Nice.
Yeah, it was still really, really great, and lots of different characters came out and set everything up and what was going to happen in the stunt show.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
yeah, really enjoyed it. And then the whole theater here, the Teatro Fandango, was pretty sizable theater. And this girl came out in this whole mermaid kind of costume, which was pretty awesome. And
Wow.
one of the guys had this sort of like British troupe puppet rig going on.
Yeah.
That he did, which was like really cool. And another guy came out in a ship costume, which was really fun. And then, of course, Captain Jack made his appearance. And it's very funny to kind of see Captain Jack Asian style.
Oh, yeah.
Which was really good. But he was good.
Nice.
He had all the mannerisms down, and he had the vibe, which
Yeah.
was really cool. And then the whole thing opened up to this absolutely giant sort of shipwreck kind of deal. And this is where all the actual stunt stuff happened.
Of course.
And, they were going to hang Captain Jack.
Of course. Yeah, well, yeah, you know.
And then he escapes. And then he ends up, there's a cyclone that approaches. And so in the very background, there's a screen. And you watch the cyclone make its way closer and closer to you. And by the time it hits, they just start blowing everything around the stage.
Yeah.
There's lightning and thunder effects and stuff. And then the guys end up in one of those parachute simulators.
Oh,
like
yeah.
a skydiving simulator.
Yeah.
And so they have this whole fight that happens in this thing where they're low and they're high and they're flipping around and they're very, again, we mentioned, the sort of hidden dragon kind of vibe. It was really neat. It was a terrific show. Again, we understood none of the language, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Because we sort of understood what was going on. And then, all ends well and we all get out of there. So it was great. And so it was sort of Jack and this unknown woman whose name we couldn't catch.
Must be Scarlet. She's got red hair.
Right. Kind of figured. But it was great. And this was the sound guy who was running, and the light guy. He was running all the stuff in the back of the theater. Definitely a hero for all the stuff that he did. It's pretty amazing.
I imagine.
Yeah.
Good grief.
But anyway, we had such an amazing trip. And by the time we finally got on the Tron ride, though, it was an interesting thing because one of the things I didn't count on was that they do not allow you to wear your glasses on the ride.
Oh.
And also, you can't even take your purse with you on the ride.
Right.
Yeah.
They have you put it in a little cart.
Yeah.
And then they take the cart around to the end of the ride. And I was like, my passports are in there.
Right.
I was a little nervous.
And so, the line is extensive. It did take you a long time to get through it. It did give you a chance to see, sort of the Tron world of the ride.
Okay.
And it's a short ride. It's probably 2.5 minutes, something like that.
It didn't feel short to me. It felt
There
like
was a lot of
regular size
setup.
ride.
Oh, ouch. Yeah.
And they had it set up so that there were teams, but they weren't observing those here. There was Team Blue, Team Red.
Oh, okay.
And I think they used to change the colors of the trains, but I don't think they do that anymore. But the whole ride and the line has a very Space Mountain vibe to it.
Yeah.
And so I have been saying for years, this is where you have to put your stuff in the car. There's a place that makes you lock your phone in.
Yeah.
And there's also a cart that you have to put your bags and stuff on that you collect after the ride. And then I think there were lockers you could have done too if you had really big stuff.
If you had done it before you got in line.
Right. If you knew, you could do lockers. But having ridden this ride, I have been saying for years, gosh, I wish they would put it in Tomorrowland in California. It is too much like Space Mountain.
Yeah.
It is.
We
got off the ride, and I turned to Shawn and I said, that was Space Mountain.
Yeah.
And the guy in front of us started laughing.
Right.
It's like in Florida, they put it next to Space Mountain. And I'm like, but why would you keep both next to each other?
Right. But
it didn't.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah. So my big problem with this ride was that
Eric says it wouldn't fit in Disneyland anyway.
I think they
Hey,
could
you never
make
know.
it fit. I don't think it's as big as you think it is. I think they could make it fit, especially if they took over a lot of the people mover track that they're not using.
They could replace Space Mountain with it, but they probably never will do that.
Yeah.
But,
The big difficulty is it would be the same kind of ride next to the same kind of ride.
Yeah.
And anyway, as I was starting to say, my problem was they made me take my glasses off.
Yeah.
So I rode the ride blind.
Oh.
Couldn't see it, which I had to go back on it the next day with contact lenses so that I could see it because they
Okay.
would not allow me to ride with my glasses. which was tough.
Yeah.
So
No, they would. Oh, okay. Well, Eric, if they put it here, they'd have to make a California version of it. That's all. Sure, they can do it.
yeah, and there's space. They wouldn't have room for the big canopy and stuff, but the canopy isn't mandatory.
Yeah.
And so much of the ride was indoors. I think that if they took over the space from the People Mover,
Oh yeah.
they could put pylons and support the track and make
Oh,
it
yeah.
work. But the problem is it would be too much like Space Mountain.
Yeah.
So we had bad food in Tomorrowland.
This was called
Whoa.
a snack box, and
Oh,
so
bizarrely
I
good.
thought snack box it wouldn't be that big.
Yeah.
No, it was ginormous, and
Yeah.
I mainly just got it because number one, I didn't see the kids' meal on the menu,
Oh well.
and number two, I wanted the cup with
Yeah.
something on it.
That cup is awesome. Yeah.
But it was like a slab of pork and a sausage and a slab of chicken, I think.
Yeah.
And French fries.
Yeah.
And there was weird sauce on the it was
One
Yeah,
of
it was
the
not good.
one of the strange things about Tomorrowland is that this whole restaurant, which took up a huge amount of space, it was this. This is the restaurant. It's absolutely monstrously huge. It
Oh,
has
whoa.
2 dining rooms, one on either side of the kitchen.
and it was hard to get a
It
seat.
was hard to find a seat, and a lot of people are sitting in there not eating on but being on their phones.
Of course.
And of course,
Somebody had to move stuff for us to sit
yeah.
down, I think.
And it was raining, so the outdoor seating wasn't available.
Yeah.
But this whole restaurant is a Pixar restaurant. Everything in it is Pixar. And what's really funny, you can look at this
yeah,
picture
it's
that
true.
I'm showing here, and you can see on top of each light stand, there are gigantic fans.
Wow.
They're big propellers. Because normally it gets crazy hot.
Oh.
And we were there when it was crazy cold. So the temperature was 42 degrees Fahrenheit, but the feels like was 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
You guys, I took notes on everything that we attractions we went on and everything we ate.
Mm-hmm.
And my note about that meal that Shawn just showed, it's called the emotional snack meal, and it was fries, a chicken leg, gross fried pork, gross sausage, and blue curacao Sully drink.
Right.
Oh dear.
That's funny.
That sounds delightful.
And Shawn
No,
had
it
a
doesn't.
Happy Joy meal, bacon barbecue cheeseburger with fries, rings, and a Pepsi.
And then we decided we'd had enough, and we headed out to Disneytown. And they were getting set up for the new year, and so the decorations were cruising in, which was cool. And this is Tomorrowland from that walkway that you have to escape.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
Eric, all Tomorrowland meals are bad in all parks. I think it's like a rule or something.
Probably. You know.
Yeah. Our hotel was weird. It had this weird dining tent. I don't know why.
Talonthorn, anybody can eat the meals when they're a kid. It's when you're an adult that you realize how gross it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was our next breakfast, which was
Yeah.
See
that
the
was
little
half hour
piggy?
ago down. Yeah, you did.
yeah, which was good. I enjoyed the breakfasts at the hotel.
I did too.
Definitely decent.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah.
We went back for day 2. Went and checked out the giant inflatable Donald in the pond, which was crazy. But
Don, you did miss the top of the hour.
yeah, sorry, Don. Yeah, we had a little more time to play around the line this morning that we went, and it was not raining, thank God. It was a little bit warmer. We had to dry our shoes out using the hair dryer in the room.
It worked.
I think I destroyed my leather shoes, my floor shimes.
Is this like Minnie, or is it supposed to be one of the characters that is
No.
friends with the bear?
No, I think that
It's
that is
mini.
a snow mini.
It's a
Okay.
snow
It's
mini.
a snow,
Okay.
Yeah.
snow mini.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm not really familiar with.
And
all
then
that.
they had, over by the Judy
worth it.
Hopps thing, they had some
Here.
ice sculptures of...
I said I'm not familiar with all the bear's friends and stuff. You know, I
Oh
work at the
no,
one here.
it was definitely
yeah.
trying to be a snowman / Minnie
Yeah.
Mouse.
Yeah. It was not a Duffy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, their train station that was not a train station was like so weird. But I really appreciate the Mickey Mouse watch clock. that was up there with the
Nice.
Mickey hands was really kind of cool, with the very sort of subtle ears behind it. A lot of the design
Yeah.
stuff I very much enjoyed in the park. And you know, if you hunt for some of it, and take your time to look at it,
Yeah.
it was pretty neat. And of course, all the New Year stuff with I really just love that they used Bullseye.
Yeah.
I thought that was nice.
Pretty cool.
Their main street was so wide. Oh my God, so much space. And they don't do the window thing that we do here with the
no,
but
the names.
but
Yeah.
some of the names are on there. Like there's a Scrooge McDuck vault there, and which was kind of cool. And so everything's, time is money kind of a deal. And it's obviously Uncle Scrooge's place.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of character-driven stuff. And this theater, which I think is the theater that they had the Snow White premiere in Shanghai,
Oh.
they make a very big deal about the fact that Snow White had been premiered there in Shanghai. But they're, obviously, because of the language disconnect, finding history about it was a little tough. But I'm pretty sure this is a replica of the theater that they debuted it in, which I thought was cool.
Huh. I mean, it kind of looks like the one here,
It has that look, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
you know?
Yeah. Cathay
Yeah.
Circle.
Yeah.
We went through Pirates again.
Carthay Circle.
Saw some different stuff
Yeah. Jacques, Gus, Maximus.
in there, which was cool. The Pirates store had all of these costumes on display
Oh, okay.
above the counter, which was really cool. This is where I bought my ill-fated poncho.
Oh, dear.
It didn't last. But yeah, the whole park is just so photogenic. Lots of neat stuff. This is a little courtyard on the way to the stunt show, which was neat. And then we went to a place that Colleen very much wanted to go to.
This
like
was on my list for years.
the whole trip.
Yeah. But we couldn't go the day before because it was raining and it wouldn't have been fun in the
Oh.
rain.
Yeah.
So I was glad that it cleared up the second day.
Nice.
So this was the Camp Discovery Confidence course,
Okay.
which was really neat. And so it had a lot of places for kids to like explore and do stuff in.
Okay.
But and there's a waterfall and the whole deal, which was really neat. And you could
And
go.
they put you in a harness and give you, like, they hook you into, there's a rail that goes around the top. And at every junction, you can decide which way to go. There's like three
Okay.
of these rails,
Yeah.
and you can switch between them at almost any time.
Nice.
And you couldn't use your camera.
Right, I have
you
no
needed both hands
no
and-
pictures of it
Okay.
because we just couldn't. You couldn't take pictures of it. If
Yeah.
you look at this picture here that I'm showing right now, you can kind of see up above. Somebody's walking across a log. You can see a rust-colored track up there. That's the track that your cable hooks into.
Oh, okay.
You can see a leg walking across it. I didn't.
And you would, at every
They-
obstacle, you would be faced with a choice of which obstacle you wanted to go on.
Yeah.
And there would always be,
Okay, they're there.
on the left, it was like, a swinging thing that you had to step across.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then the middle one would be like a stationary thing that you had to step across open spaces. And then there would
Gotcha.
be just walking straight without going on the obstacle at all.
So if you look here, you can see three different types of tracks up above, and then below there's one that has swinging boards that are very highly spaced across. There's one that has evenly spaced boards
Swing.
across that can swing, and then there is a rope bridge that's pretty stable. And so there's like an easy, a medium, and a hard that you could choose to go across them.
And there were some that 10, 15 years ago, I totally would have done. And I paused at the beginning of some of them and went, how likely, if I take a step that big, how likely am I going to be to pull something and suffer for it for the next, 5 days?
Oh, boy.
Right.
So I said no to some things that were I at home, I might have done, or 10 or 15 years ago, I'd totally have done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're having to accept the fact that we're encroaching on 60, and maybe and in no way did we feel like we were risking our lives. We
No.
mostly felt we were like
It's like when you
risking
sneeze.
a groin pull.
Yeah, you sneeze and suddenly you've put your back out.
Right,
Or,
right. Wait,
You get up from the chair the wrong way and you
Yeah.
pull a muscle in your leg. It was that sort of.
I did take
thing.
video, however. I had these video glasses that see what I saw, and I did take video of Colleen on the course that I'll post later on because it is super fun.
Cool.
But
Wow.
I've just got this was Toy Story Land again, which had like the sort of party
the
blowers,
thingies.
which were cool, and I really liked the attention to detail in a lot of these things. I feel they really sort of nailed it. Lots of big toy packages and stuff.
Yeah.
The everything was recommended. The army men and that sort of thing.
Oh.
These were on the bathrooms, which was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I loved the popsicle benches where they had stains on them because the popsicles used to be there,
Yeah.
and you ate the popsicles. And then Rex was the other sort of host there. And this ride, oh my God, there was such a huge line for this ride, which basically just goes up and back and up and back, and then it stops.
Both parks had this
Awesome.
ride.
Yeah.
And there were huge long lines.
Yeah, it's called
Like
Rex's
I'd
Racer.
say like 70 to 90 minutes.
Yeah,
for
easy.
that.
And the ride was probably a minute.
Yeah.
It was
That's
so thing. They had Big Al's toy barn. What was this? Oh, this was a mini waffle with beef sauce, Wagyu beef sauce. Mmm, tasty. We didn't get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Big Al's toy barn was very cool. We did get these. These were tasty little egg.
Oh my gosh, you
tarts.
guys, these egg tarts were so good. They were orange flavored egg tarts.
Yeah, they were really
and
great.
they were really good. I wish I had gotten them both days, but we didn't get this the first day because I couldn't find it. And then before this, I don't think Shawn got a picture of it, but before this we had lunch, and it was I got the sour turnip soup with duck leg, and Shawn got the Mickey hand.
Oh, I think that's
ballot
later.
bone. Oh, it is.
I think I
Okay.
have that later. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
We got the popsicle. This was the popsicle cart, and of course they're from Zootopia, and so we went back to Zootopia and snagged one of these guys. They gave you this little popsicle mold, which is half plastic, half rubber. You can actually sort of like use it as a popsicle mold if you want to make your own, which was kind of cute, and it was like sort of a attach it to your bag kind of a deal. So it's on my indie bag right now. This was the actual popsicle. Which was pretty good. It was like raspberry? No. Hawthorn, yeah. Which was kind of a weird flavor profile.
Yeah.
But-
It just tastes berry.
Yeah. But, it was pretty good. And, of course, everything's branded with the character stuff on it. And it was very, very cute. Colleen for scale. And,
So it's funny when you say that. Remember, I have a huge delay
yes.
on my. You'll say something like that, and I'm like, I am not in that picture.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
are. You'll get there.
Yep.
More trash cans.
Oh no.
Let's see. And the jokes were everywhere, too. Like, they had Nocturnal Alley, which I feel is a Harry Potter
Toilets.
joke. Don't they have a
Amen.
Nocturne Alley
Yes.
in Harry Potter? So I feel like
They
it's
do.
sort of a Harry Potter reference. And it's a lot like Toontown. So if you look around, there's like lots of little references to stuff. They had a turtle lounge that was the Speakeasy Lounge. There was a... this is looking out of the alley. This is where the restrooms were hidden. And they had Trader Lambs instead of Trader Sam's, which was, they had
Yeah, of
Tiki
course.
Nights, which was cute. There was a Gazelle drag show that had a poster. This was really funny. And then they had the singles night, love meetup, which was cute. More drag shows. They seemed really big at drag shows for some reason. It was really great. And then, lots, if you looked around, if you took time and you hunted, you would see things like this bat house, which would, house bats. So it was hanging upside down from the ceiling the way bats would hang.
Yeah.
Upside down.
That makes sense.
So it was great. Very, very colorful, very cool. It looked like a city, even though it was one of the smaller areas.
Oh.
But they really managed.
it only had one ride.
Oh.
Yeah, they really managed to jab
Like
enough
one shop,
stuff
two
in it
shops.
to make it feel very busy
Yeah.
and occupied. So, although this, I feel like this is a nod to Universal City Walk here in Southern California, where they had a big giant King Kong that used to hang off the side of a building. Here they have one of the sloths hanging off the side of a giant soda can.
Maybe.
And I'm like, I want to do a side by side. I got to take a look. I feel that they're super, super close from what I remember for Universal City Walk. Although I don't know that City Walk has them up anymore. They've changed so much there. There were little, we did the single rider line for the ride, Hot Pursuit, which was very cool. And then they had little animatronic shows that were going on. So the little Godfather character would come out and he would talk to his daughter, and there was another guy, and they would have like little arguments and stuff, all in Chinese. So we had like no idea what was going on, but they were pretty animated and very cute, and it was like a little puppet show was sort of happening, and it was sort of worth watching. Main Street, Mane Street on their primary sign. So it was good. This was the thing Colleen was talking about, which was the pork beef bun that I got that looked like Mickey's hand.
Oh.
And it came with some chips. It was about the size of my hand, which is respectable. And it was kind of cute, although a little weird to eat, Mickey's hand.
Well, he tastes like beef.
Right. But it was cute. Lots of good themed packaging and stuff. And, we went through the Alice in Wonderland
The
maze, which was very much themed to the movie. So it had lots of interesting creatures and stuff. Sorry, I think this is where I ran out of time to do all of my photo editing. But it was very Tim Burton.
I'm sure you've shown enough photos that
Completely.
you could,
So anyway, the whole thing was like pretty amazing, and I'm glad we went. But I think, do you think we had enough time at the parks? I feel like we did.
So a day and a half would be enough for either of these, for Hong Kong Disneyland or Shanghai. A day and a half is enough to feel satisfied. Now that I'm looking at the pictures, I'm like, oh, I wish we had done X, or I wish we had, bought this or tried this. Longer, of course, would have been, like if you had 4 days at one of the parks, you could have done a lot of going back and forth and like relaxing at your hotel.
Right.
We didn't do that at all at either park, even, but the pools were closed at our next
they
hotel,
were drained,
so-
which was
Did
weird.
Did they have the Jungle Cruise there? Because I thought they did at Shanghai.
It's in Hong Kong.
It's in Hong Kong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Seven Dwarfs Mine Train was something that Shawn didn't show a picture of or talk about.
Yeah.
That was Hong Kong, wasn't it?
Hey, you never know.
No.
I'm looking through all my pictures. I know I took pictures on it, I thought.
Seven Dwarfs Mine Train was in Shanghai.
Really?
You're thinking of Grizzly Flats.
Yeah. Okay, I guess.
Runaway Mine
Funny,
Cart.
I don't see any pictures from it, and I don't know why.
Huh.
So Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, very similar to our what's the train?
Big Thunder?
Except that it sways.
Yeah.
Like
So
this.
it's like the one in Florida, right?
It rocks. I don't know. I haven't been
Oh,
on the one
okay.
in
It's
Florida.
probably just like the one in Florida, but
yeah. So
Did-
it
were
rocks,
the-
which was really cool.
were the faces projection mapped, or were they actual animatronic? Because in Florida, they're a projection.
They looked like
on the dwarves.
animatronics.
It may have been a combination
They
of
were
both.
like scraggly looking bears too. So like where we would have goats on Thunder Mountain,
Yeah.
they had bears.
Yeah.
I come to think of it, I think I might be getting the bears confused with Hong Kong though.
Yeah, because somewhere
there's no
has
reason
like
why
a
they
really
would-
cool Thunder Mountain that has bears instead, but I don't know which one that is.
I think that's
Is
Hong
that-
Kong. Excuse
yeah.
me. Yeah, I'm realizing Seven Dwarfs probably doesn't have bears
Okay.
on it. So they were very similar, except if I had to choose between the two of them, Hong Kong hands down on that ride. And we'll tell you about that next time. I
It
guess.
must have been a really boring line, because I don't have any pictures
The
of
line was all outside, and it was raining.
For the dwarfs.
Like a lot.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was
Ouch.
raining the hardest. And that one was a longer line that we were in. And it was on our would be nice to do a second time, but not worth standing in the line
Yeah.
for what it was.
Yeah.
So, because I kept thinking the second day, we should try to go back on this again. And it just, the length of the line and how our feet hurt and how cold we were.
The line was so long. Oh my gosh.
I mean, it wasn't any longer than the Tron line that we did stand in, but
Okay.
Tron, most of the line was inside.
Yeah.
There was like 10 minutes that we had to wait in the rain, and then the rest of it was inside. Whereas
Okay.
Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, the whole thing, including the ride, all in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
And it was just the first day it rained so much that were we at home, we would have left and gone home because we're like, oh, we have annual passes. We could,
Yeah.
but you don't leave and go home when it's your once in a lifetime trip.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely not.
not that I would rule out going back. It was a really cool park.
Okay.
And even though I'm saying a day and a half, and a lot of people are like, oh, it's only good for a day or whatever, I can see some of the people that say, oh, I'm going to go spend 3 or 4 days there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and so like most
I
of
could have gone to Costco if we spent another day.
right, which we would have done.
Yeah.
Most of the people who report from these other parks do that. They do like multiple days, and what seems to work for them is they go and they check out the park, then they go back to the park and they shoot all their footage, and then they go back to the park to just have a day to goof off.
Yep.
And were we those kind of people, I think we would have done it that way. I think, but there, I mean, there's really a lot to recommend going, and I would have to say, at this point, if I had to make a choice between Hong Kong and Shanghai, I would say go to Shanghai. Just because it's different enough from other Disney parks to be.
Yeah, I would definitely say
Interesting.
that because my favorite ride that we did was in Shanghai. My favorite show that we saw was in Shanghai. And one of my top choices is kind of a draw between, there were 2 food experiences that I really liked in Shanghai and one that I really liked in, maybe 1.5, that I really liked in Hong Kong.
Okay.
And so, but Shanghai, it was, like Sean said, it was different enough. Hong
Yeah.
Kong was so much like our park that
Yeah.
it didn't seem as exciting as Shanghai did.
Right.
But
Okay.
another difference is we stayed in the resort at one of them, And in Shanghai, that was where we didn't stay in the resort.
Oh, okay.
So we had a better hotel experience in one, but then again, the hotel in Shanghai, breakfast came with our meal, and we had that great breakfast every day, which they had breakfast buffets at both of the parks.
Yeah.
And we opted not to do it because they were quite expensive.
Yeah.
I
Right.
mean, comparatively,
Okay.
Hong Kong's about roughly the same price. Like the park itself is cheaper, but
Okay.
everything around it is about the same price as being at home.
Oh,
I think
wow.
maybe a little less, but not much.
Yeah.
Shanghai was cheaper, and then Manila, of course, was like really cheap
Yeah,
things there.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
And I like
Different place.
I keep going back to just how advanced their Tomorrowland seems compared to ours.
Yeah.
Like even the corporate thing that next to Tron they had a Chevrolet corporate environment, and it had 3 vehicles. It had like a smart car kind of thing. It had like a race car kind of thing, and then it had a muscle car kind of thing. And in fact, here I'll show you this real quick. There were all sorts of activities to do. You could get in one of the cars and kind of drive it. The thing at the bottom of the picture here was like an air hockey table where you could have a disc battle with people all around the table.
Gotcha.
Off to the right, there was a light cycle thing where you did a little battle, and then when you qualified for the light cycle, they gave you a baton, and it put you in the light cycle, and you got to run that race, which was
My
cool.
favorite part of this attraction was between where Shawn was just talking about that on the right
Yeah,
and this air hockey table. It was the bench.
right. That
Where I got to sit.
She got to sit down on.
Worth the wait.
Yeah.
But and that was like just a hey, Chevy's awesome kind of a deal, but it was
Yeah.
really fun.
If we had had a third day, then we probably would have done. There were quite a few rides that we didn't go on.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the list right now of what we didn't go on, and we didn't go on Rex's Racers. We didn't do Soarin', Woody's Roundup.
Right. Well, but we looked at some of those and went, like Rex's Racers was the big U-shaped thing that rocked you backwards and forwards, and we didn't do that.
Stitch Space. We didn't go on that.
Yeah.
No, see?
And then there were a lot of things that they have as attractions, but they're little play areas.
Oh, okay.
So
Right.
they had a shipwreck play area. They had 2 of those, 2 Pirates of the Caribbean play areas, and a Frozen play area, and a Pixar play area.
And then they also list like their character interactions as attractions.
Jeff, I have to apologize to you for driving all the way up here to be with us in person, and we talked the whole time about Shanghai.
Yeah.
We didn't do another show.
No way.
So,
Yeah.
That's
sorry about that.
Yep. That's fine.
Although we did have we had like a business meeting before.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
had a business meeting, and we had some really good ideas.
Yeah, we're
Yep.
talking about doing some changes to the show and things like that, and because we've been doing this for almost 15 years.
Yep.
We're in our 15th year, I think, right now, and it's we're trying to decide what we want to get out of the show, what we want to do for you guys, and whatnot. So, we're probably going to mix things up a little bit
Yep.
in the future, and that involves some planning.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of nuts. I mean, we're always grateful for you guys for hanging out with us, and we appreciate you guys have been doing it for a really long time. So, hopefully, we will make it easy. And I think, Colleen, you were going to put up some kind of poll, weren't you?
I am. I have been
Oh, we're in our
probably by the
14th
end
year.
of the weekend. Kit says that it's 14th year.
Yeah, we're in the middle of our 14th year, I think.
Yeah.
I just realized that, all I had to do was look at the number of the show.
Yep.
I haven't finished I haven't started creating the poll so we can get a little input from our regular listeners into the changes that we're contemplating. But that should hopefully be up by maybe Monday, and so we'll be able to share that with you on on our Facebook page, and we'll share the links next week's show.
Yeah, and if you guys have an opinion, I mean, we desperately want to provide for you guys what you want to see. And so, like I know it's been a little weird lately because we've been gone for 3 weeks, and now we have all this stuff about these other Disney parks to talk about and that kind of thing. So I get that it's sort of like, hey, we invited you over to our house to show you our vacation slides.
Yeah.
So, but by the same token, hopefully you find it
Yeah.
interesting and our opinions have value to you. So
yeah, here's Aunt Patty and Aunt Selma dropping off the pictures at the photomat. Yeah.
right.
So,
Oh my gosh, it was the local CVS over in Playa yesterday, and darned if they don't still make photos there.
wow.
Yeah.
CVS.
Awesome.
They-
Who knew?
Yeah. They gotta be.
Yeah,
It's pretty nuts.
crazy.
Heck.
Yeah, it's really weird that I
There you
don't
go.
have any pictures of the mine train thing.
Kelly made some comments, and she said, "Good thing about the rain, fewer people. Sounds like pirate something in Buena Park. I can't tell what that is."
The pirate show.
Pirate
Oh,
Adventure.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one.
And then she says just a few minutes ago, "Oh my God, that was only day one."
Yeah.
Yeah. It was only day one. And that's the thing is that, I mean,
Why
we
does it keep telling me this?
packed
Come on.
so much stuff into 2
I
days
keep getting a message
at each of the
about something.
parks. I mean,
It
it
just
we
keeps repeating.
really kicked ass.
Yeah.
So,
That's-
and we didn't talk about so much other stuff that we actually did.
Yeah.
But I mean, you get the point that we had a terrific time.
Yeah.
And
Maybe Shawn will have time to
Yeah.
narrow down his
Yeah.
slides a little bit, so we'll spend less time on Hong
oh,
Kong.
I did find
Unless you guys want us to spend 2 hours on Hong Kong.
I did find, however, the magic door that Colleen found to Club 33,
Da da da.
which
Hey,
was,
what do you know?
and it was really funny. She's like, "I wonder where it is in this park." And
Yeah.
there it was.
Literally, we were standing in front of it.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was
We
right
have to
there.
ignore the other 32 of them. So
Yeah.
And so it's posited as a jazz club, and so it's a little more Art Deco than what we've got
Yeah.
here, but kind of interesting nonetheless.
They did not
Oh, why
invite
does
us
it keep
in.
They didn't
sadly.
invite us in. That was just rude,
Son of a
right?
jar.
Come on, we went all that way.
Eric
Yeah.
says he would be happy for 2 hours on Hong Kong.
warm up the slide projector. and,
Well, that is next week. So
Well, and what's funny is that Hong Kong was 4 days, you guys. Shanghai is 2.
I
yeah,
don't
But-
think
but
you can
only-
narrow it down to 2.
Only 2 days at the park, so
Yeah.
the
We're
same
done.
amount of time at the park, and then we spent 2 more days. In
and
Hong
I'll
Kong.
tell you what. So I ran out of time because we had our business meeting. I ran out of time editing all of our photos and stuff, and so I'll try to be more judicious in my photo editing
Okay.
for next week. A big thanks to Kit for all the work she does for the show and for
Thanks,
coming
Kit.
to our business meeting and for her input on that. We do consider her a very major part of this show, even though you mostly see us. First and foremost, we appreciate all the effort she puts into all of this, and
Yep.
I hope you do too. You've been listening to us on sci-fi.radio, sci-fi for your Wi-Fi. Go check it out. It is listener-supported radio, and they have Patreon and a coffee and a thing like that. So if you like what you hear and you want to hear more of it,
Yep.
please do support them. You could be watching us on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch. All of those are terrific. YouTube is where these things get stored. So if you want to go back and check something out that you missed or need more reference on, you can do that on YouTube. But otherwise, thanks for being wherever you happen to be.
Yeah.
To you people who are in the chat and are all dedicated over there and giving your input and point of view and things like that. You guys are very awesome. And we want to hear more from you in the future, especially
Oh,
as
that's
we
for sure.
decide what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. Oh, this is I have to say goodbye. I forgot. This is Colleen Kaylee Crosby.
This is Jeff Donoho.
I am Shawn Obi-Shawn Crosby, and maybe for the first time in a long time, we will all be together when we say,
May the Force be with you.
Be with you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Let's
Good night,
see.
everybody.
I'm gonna get the credits right this time. There we go. There's the credits for the video people. Bye, video people.